right? So for this session, we're going to learn about 3 topics, okay? Which is in our second session, we're gonna learn number 1, it's gonna be about the advanced trade control. The second one, we're gonna learn about the pullback. And the third one, we're gonna learn about the confirmation entry. All right. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay. These 3 things, these 3 topics, it's very, very important, okay, for us to play around with the chart, like take a buy, take a sell, something like that. Right. So let's start with the first one, which is the advanced trade control. So the advanced trade control. So the first thing first, you guys need to know what is actually the trade control. As I mentioned, as I explained in our previous session, which is our first session, the trade control, how it works and so on. So today in this session, we're gonna go more deeper. Okay, we're gonna go more deeper on the trade control, which is we're gonna learn like all 4 types of trade controls. Okay, which is trade control. We're gonna have like number 1, completed higher time frame. Number 2, we're gonna learn about first entry zone. And then number 3, we're gonna learn about what do we call it? Roadblocks, which is we call it as our retracement entry. Okay. And then number 4, we're gonna learn about re-entry. Okay, we're gonna learn about re-entry, which is we're gonna continuous entry. All right. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. So if you master all of this, all like 4 of this, okay, you will understand what is going on with the chart, what will happen to the chart, what will be the next thing that the price going to do, and so on. All right, so let's go to the first one, how it looks and how it works. Okay, so the first one, like we've learned like this trade control before this in our first session. So it will look like this. Okay, it will look like this. We have this H4 EG cell. We have this H4 EG cell. We have this H4 EG cell. And then when the price get into the sell zone of H4, we're gonna wait for the price to create the trade control at the current market price. So this trade control, we will call it as our this CMP, this EG cell, we will call it as our trade control, which is we can call it as our TC. All right. So the main line is going to be the price is going to make a pullback, and then after that, after the pullback, the price is going to go down like this. All right. So this is what we call the completed higher time frame. So this is how it looks. All right. So the first one. So the second one, it's going to be the first entry zone and how it works. All right. We need to know we need to understand like how it works. All right. So the first one, we gonna have like engulfing buy on H4. Yeah, of course, engulfing buy on H4. And then when the price makes the pullback and get into the zone, right? Get into the zone. So right now we're gonna answer the question like how the trade control has been created at the current market price, like how the trade control has been created at the current market price. Because actually sometimes the price just create like the trade control and then the price just leave off like this. Boom. Right? Okay, that's what I say. This drawing is going to be like the main line. Okay, the main line of our system. Okay, so when the price get into the buy zone of H4, yeah, of course, if we look at the back, we're gonna have like M30 refined zones. Okay, of course, we're gonna have like maybe like some ED or EF somewhere around here. So this ED or this EF, we're gonna call it as our first entry zone. So these first entry zones gonna work, okay, for us to take a buy or to take a sell. So Let me mark this one first. First entry zone. Right, the first entry zone. And the second one, yeah, the second first entry zone. So when the price get into the buy zone and when the price get into our first entry zone, what we are going to wait, we are going to wait for the price to create a confirmation entry. We are going to wait for the price to create a confirmation entry. So if inside of the first zone, there is no confirmation entry, what will happen? Can you guys tell me what will happen? Like for those who doesn't join like this second session yet, which is Vincent and Corey, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it will go to the next zone. Yeah, exactly. It will go to the next zone, right? So if there is no CE somewhere on here, yeah, the price is gonna go to the next zone. When the price get into the next zone like this, if there is a confirmation entry, what will happen? The price going to respect the zone, right? And going up, right? The price is going up. After the price going up, after 30 minutes, the price going to close as our EG buy. The price going to close as our EG buy, which is this EG buy. We will call it as our trade control for, of course. So this is where the third line comes from, which is sometimes, like I said, if you're gonna ask me like, okay, if there is no pullback to the trade control, will we miss the entry? So the answer is not, because we're gonna take the buy on the first entry zone. All right, we're gonna take the buy on the first entry zone, but okay, like the main line gonna work like this, right? So you're gonna take the first entry and then you're gonna take the second entry somewhere around here. So for now, for the first and the second one, is that any problem? For the first and the second one, is that any problem? Vincent? All right, good. If there is no problem, wait, I need to check on something first. Oh yeah, Kyle, you didn't join, right? Like the session just now? All right. My first, second session. All right, good, good, good. So it's you, Vincent, and wait, what was it? Yeah, you, Vincent, and Corey. All right, good. So all right, so the first and the second one, there will be times where the price will tap first entry zone and not fly with no CE. How do we take advantage of those situations, or do we just miss? If the price doesn't create the TC, and sorry, if inside of the first entry zone, there is no confirmation entry, so it will, maybe at that time, there is a news, or maybe like, because about this, okay, talking about this, about, okay, when the price get into the zone and there is no confirmation entry, but the price fly all the way up, but the price fly all the way up, but the price like went down so bad, okay? Why? Because it's, so about this, we're gonna discuss about this in our last session, which is going to be about the volume. It's going to be about the volume, all right? But for now, we just discussed about um like the basic one, like the normal one. We're not going to go like the most advanced one, which is the last topic, right? So for the first one, the second one, if there is no question, we're going to delete this one, and we're going to go to the third and the fourth one. So look over here. For an example, you have this engulfing cell on H4, and at the same time, you're gonna have like this engulfing buy on the H4, right? So let me mark this engulfing cell first. Okay. And when the price get into the zone, okay. So before the price get into the zone, of course, we're gonna have few of cell zone, the first entry zone, like few first entry zones, right? So we're gonna have like, okay, so we're just gonna mark like this. The first one, first entry zone. sorry, the second one, the first entry zone, the third one, the first entry zone, and maybe we have like the fourth one, like the first entry zone. So this last zone gonna answer like, okay, can we mark the zone even though that zone is out of our zones? Okay, it's out of our setup. So the answer is going to be yes, because as I say to my students, we need to be flexible with the zones. Because at the end of the day, what do we waiting for? What do we focus on is going to be the current market price itself, right? Okay, so when the price get into the sell zone, okay, if there is no confirmation entry, as you say, the price gonna go up to the next zone, right? The price gonna go up to the next zone. So right now, okay, right now, because this method, okay, this method requires a lot of reasons. Why do we take the buy and why do we take the sell? Okay, to make sure that we are not gambling with the price, okay, to make sure that, okay, we're not gambling like, okay, maybe like, okay, you take a sell and you just take like, yeah, bear sells, bear buy, something like that, without knowing why, okay? So we're not going to do that, because when the price get into the sell zone or when the price get into the buy zone, before we take the buy, before we take the sells, we are going to understand why do we take that trade, all right? Why do we take that trade? So when the price get into the sell zone, okay, first entry zone, when the price get into the first entry zone, the reason why we take the trades using the first entry zone is to make sure that the price, after the price create the confirmation entry, we are making sure that the price is going to go down and then create an engulfing sell, which is create our needs, which is our trade control. If there is no trade control, okay, if there is no trade control, what will happen? There's a big possibility for the price to go up like this again, all right? But depends on the roadblock, all right? So right now, if we are selling, all of our buy zones gonna be our roadblocks. So maybe you're gonna have like buy zone somewhere around here, and buy zone somewhere around here, and again buy zone somewhere around here, something like this, right? So all of this buy zone on M30, we're going to call it as our roadblock. So for an example, the price get into the sell zone and created like the confirmation entry, and then the price went down. After the price went down, the price didn't manage to create an engulfing sell, which is the price didn't manage to create our TC. What will happen? There will be like two things that will be happen. Okay. The first one, the price is gonna go down like this. Maybe. Okay. But the second one, the price is gonna go down, stuck at the roadblock. Okay, which is when the price get into the roadblock, there will be a confirmation entry. If there is a confirmation entry inside of the roadblock, what will happen? The price gonna go up, okay, to our sell zone again. Go up to our sell zone again. So for an example, get into the same zone again, and if there is no confirmation entry, the price gonna go a little bit higher. And if inside of this one, there is a confirmation entry somewhere around here, okay, and then the price gonna go down, the price gonna go down, and after the price went down like this, and the price managed to create an engulfing sell on M30, so this is what we need, okay, so this is what we need. So after the price created like the confirmation entry somewhere on here, so the question is, can we take the buy on this roadblock? The question is, can we take a buy on this roadblock? Can we or we can't? Can, but better to wait for sell. All right. How about Kyle and Vincent? I'm gonna ask you guys directly. Can for buy. How about Kyle? You there? All right. Sorry, he came. Okay. No worries, no worries. So we can take a buy if inside of this buy zone there is a confirmation entry, but still we need to understand where the price is really going. So right now, because we already have like the pattern of the first one, we already have like the pattern of the first one, which is like the completed higher time frame. So we are going to focus on the sell. Okay, but we can take a buy, but just for retracement entry. Just for retracement entry. So when the price goes up, get into the sell zone. If inside of the sell zone, there is a confirmation entry, so that will be our second entry. And then if there is confirmation entry, and then the price going to go down like this. If the price get into the buy zone, which is our roadblock, and if there is no confirmation entry, and then the price going to go down like this. Okay, going to go down like this. And yeah, after the price break this ED buy, automatically this ED buy, we're going to call it as our EF. So remember what I've said. Okay. So remember what I've said. If inside of the current market price, the price created an engulfing field, it shows us like the price going to make a reversal until our next zone. So look over here. Can we take a buy? Yes, if there is a confirmation entry. So, but we are going to focus on the sell zone. All right, we are going to focus on the sell zone. When the price get into the sell zone, all right. So if there is a confirmation entry somewhere around here, can we take a sell? Yes, we can take a sell. Go down somewhere around here. And then it will be repeating like this over and over. And get into the buy zone again. Yeah, what to do? First entry zone. Monitor on our first entry zones, right? So for now, is there any question? So for now, is there any question? Everything is clear? All right, so if everything is clear, so we're gonna get into our next topic before we go to the chart, which is about the pullback. Okay, about the pullback. So talking about pullback, okay, so there will be there will be a question that we're gonna answer, which is it's going to be why the price makes a pullback. Why the price makes a pullback? So we need to answer this question, all right? So the reason why the price makes a pullback, number one, it's because of the opposite zone. The second one, it's going to be because of the candle closing, all right? So for now, for the opposite zone, okay, how it looks and how it works. So for an example, you have this engulfing cell. And to answer the question, like why the price creates a pullback to get back into the sell zone is because of the opposite zone, all right? It's because the opposite zone, all right? So the first one is because of the opposite zone. And how about the second one? Okay, I am pretty sure that this second one, okay, it's going to be like, yeah, maybe quite new for you guys, okay? But I'm going to explain this anyway. So we're gonna have like two rules, okay? We're gonna have like two rules, which is the first one, when the price creates a new EG or EF, all right, the price will be attracted to that new zone, okay? Even there is no opposite zone, right? So that is the first one. And how about the second one? Every new EG or EF needs new confirmation, right? Which is, if we talk about the H4 needs new TC, which is based on this one. Maybe need new first entry zone, need to respect the new first entry zone, need to create new TC and something like that. And the second one, if we talk about the M30, okay, the price needs new CE, okay, H4 new TC and M30 new CE. Okay, so right now I'm going to explain about this. So like I said, okay, like I said, no matter how long it takes, but when the price creates an EF, it will go to our opposite zone, which is our buy zone. And remember, sometimes the price can do like this. Okay, the price can create this pattern. Went down. There is no opposite zone, but the price, boom, went up like this. Okay, why? Look back into our notes. The candle closing, because there is no opposite zone, so we'll look at the second one, candle closing. When the price creates a new EG or new EF, the price will be attracted to that new zone to make a pullback into that zone. Even there is no opposite zone. So for an example, maybe somewhere around here, okay, we mislook on a new engulfing cell on H4, right? New engulfing cell on H4. So right now, okay, the price closed as a new engulfing cell on H4 somewhere on here, and then the price makes a pullback because there was a new H4. All right. So why the price break through this H4 cell? Because every new EG or EF needs new confirmation. Talking about confirmation, it's not just about the confirmation entry. Okay, it's not just about the confirmation entry, but the confirmation that the current market price need to create. So for now, H4 need new TC, which is the price of this H4. If this H4 want to go down, if the price want to go down, it needs to respect maybe this first entry somewhere on here. And then after respecting the first entry, and then the price going to go down, and then create DC, and then create EF, something like that. And after that, the price going to go down and to our next zone. So if there is no respecting TC, what will happen? And no respecting the first entry and no creating any new TC, what will happen? The price gonna break through it. Okay? Yeah, exactly. Good, Kai. So for now, is there any question? If there is question, just hit me up. All right, good. All right. So can we go to the chart now? Wait, I'm going to send the notes to you guys. Okay. So for Kyle, Vincent, and Corey, you guys can download these notes I sent into the chat. Right. So right now, can we go to the chart to look inside the chart what happened and so on? Please, it will be all right, good. No problem. Okay, no problem. So let's look over here. So let's look over here. Let's look at the back. Okay, maybe this one. We have this engulfing cell. And switch to M30, right? Okay, this is like the best example to show to you guys. So when the price get into the sell zone, okay, we had this first entry, right? First entry. Okay, first entry. And then the price create maybe like M15 DG sell somewhere on here, and then the price went down. Look, the price went down, right? Price went down. But did the price touch the opposite zone? Okay, this is one of the good example. Did the price touch the opposite zone? No, right? But why? Okay, let me ask. Why the price makes a pullback? Why the price made a pullback? Exactly. Good one. So look over here. Why the price made a pullback? Because we can see like this new zones. Where is buy roadblocks? Okay, brothers, let me ask you. Did the price touch the roadblock? Did the price touch the roadblock before the price started to go up? All right. So it's not because of the roadblock. Okay, so it's not because of the roadblock. It's because of like the second topic, which is because of the pullback. Okay, the pullback, like the rules of the candle closing. When the price, okay, the first rule, when the price create a new ED or new EF, the price more attend to make a pullback into that zone. Right? So answer this question again. Why the price break through the zone? Why the price break through the zone? Why the price break through the zone? See, yes, good one. Good one. Good one. Nah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It is. So right now, okay. Maybe some of you guys gonna tell me like, okay, this was an EF, so we need to focus on the buy, right? So no, because why? Yes, if you look on the lower time frame, yeah, you're gonna focus on the buy because the buy created an EF, right? But if you look on the higher time frame, the price, okay, the price actually still in the sell zone. So we need to focus on the sell. So right now, okay, do it from the scratch, which is get into the buy, get into the sell zone, and then like, okay, maybe like you can mark this one for your first entry, or maybe you want to mark this one. Yeah, it's not a problem at all. Or maybe you want to mark this one, also not a problem. Okay, because about the zones, what I say about marking the zones, we need to be flexible with the zones. Just play around with the zones. So when the price get into the sell zone, if there is a confirmation entry, and then this is what will happen. It is respecting the first entry. So look over here. If you guys keep on waiting for the trade control, will you guys get the entry? Will you guys get the entry? If you guys wait for the price to make a pullback? No, right? Exactly. Exactly. So that is why I teach you guys about the first entry zone. And I made it simple. All right. So where will be our re-entry point? Yeah, this one will be our re-entry point. So this will be another question. Okay. Or we will have a lot of sell zone. We have like 3 EF, 4 EF, somewhere around here. So where should we focus on? Okay. So that thing is, it doesn't matter actually, because the zones gonna work flexibly. So for now, what do we need to do? After the price creates an EF, just wait for the pullback and then look for the confirmation entry. And why the price went down from here? Because of there was a confirmation entry somewhere around there. Okay. So maybe like, okay, yeah, re-entry again, re-entry again, re-entry again, re-entry again. All right, see, do. All right. So from our first entry, we'll get like 600 pips, right? So for now, is there any question before I go to the next examples? No. So instead of gold, which instruments that you guys trading with? Come on. US. Okay. I like this one. US 30. Okay. US 30. So the question is going to be like, okay, can we use this technical analysis for US 30? Of course. We have this EF, right? So when price get into the sell zone, okay, look over here. The price get into the sell zone. Boom. We have this first entry, right? First entry. And then the price went down. So yeah, this is how it worked. So where to re-enter? Maybe, oh, there was no pullback. So maybe somewhere around here, we can re-enter. All right. Play skin. What about floating? We're not going to float, bro, because we are going, when we enter, we are using the confirmation entry. So we're not going to enter like barely somewhere on here? No. Okay. Where will be our entry point? Yeah, somewhere on here. Why? Because we use confirmation entry. Maybe we take the sell on the M5, on the M1, on the M15, something like that. Let me show you guys what happened just now with US30. ED buy, right? Yeah, I know about this one because I took a buy this one. Okay, so the price created this TC and the price get into the zone. So this is gonna be like the question. Oh, so are we going to float for about 80 pips? No, because we're gonna wait for the confirmation entry. So we're gonna get the entry somewhere around here. Okay, get it? So why do we use confirmation entry? To make sure that we didn't float too much, okay, on our buy or on our sell zones, right? Instead of US30, what are the other pair? Oh, you guys just trade indices and gold, is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, Euro USD. Okay, wait. Let's go to Pon Yen. All right. Let's go to Euro USD. Euro USD. Let's go to a cap. Okay. Look over here. We have this buy zone. When the price get into the buy zone, and yeah, maybe we're gonna have like the first entry zones, and then we're gonna have like this EG buy, trade control. Okay, this EG buy, and then the price keep on going up. Okay, create re-entry and so on, right? Oil. I didn't trade oil, but yeah, wait, we go to DJ first. GBP, wait, NAS 100, NASDAQ, right? Yeah, the movement of NASDAQ actually the same as yesterday actually. Let's go to GBP JPY. Sheesh. What happened? EG buy. Get into the EG buy. The first entry comes here, right? And then created this trade control. So you're gonna get like the first entry somewhere around here, the trade control one somewhere around here. Get it? So don't worry, this method works on everything as long as that instrument gave us candlestick. That WTI is it for the oil? All right. Yeah. EG buy. Oh, beautiful. Get into the buy zone. This EF. Right, this EF. First entry. Get into the buy zone. And then boom. First entry. And then boom. Second entry. Sheesh. If price enters the first entry zone and doesn't create new EG, but does create EF, is yes, yes, yes. Still considered as our trade control. Another re-entry, you know. Yeah, another re-entry. Wait, another re-entry. Oh. Did you guys trade oil? Wow. It's amazing. I need to unlearn to learn the system. Clean strategy, this one. Yeah, exactly. It's actually a straightforward strategy. You know what? Like why most of the traders nowadays, most of the trader they are looking for the technical analysis that looks complicated, that looks professional, because they think complicated things is the best thing, right? Sometimes it doesn't, right? Sometimes it doesn't. If we draw a M30 zone, are we to get TC in M15? What is TC in M15? Okay. TC is just on M30. Okay. Oil is great, bro. High contract size too. I see, I see, I see, I see. I've been so brainwashed, so many indicators and colors, and now this. Oh my god. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Keep your chart clean. Keep okay, instead of keeping your mind clean, yeah, keeping your chart clean is also important, right? Okay, the price went up. Why the price went up? Okay, let's see why the price went up somewhere around here. Okay. So yeah, of course, we have this EF, right? Yeah, we had this EF. This EF. Okay, get into the buy zone. First entry, right? Okay, simple. Take the buy somewhere around here. Okay, and then the price went up for about 60 pips. Sheesh. And right now the price is currently at the roadblock, right? So for now, is that any question? How do you guys feel after learning about this one? How do you guys feel after learning about this one? Are you going to are you are you guys still going to use the trend line? Are you guys gonna still use the indicator? Is that you guys gonna keep on using SNR? More easy than other it's not more easy than other indicator, okay? It's like actually I don't know what to say, but yeah, I'm scared to try anything else now. Yeah, okay. Already thinking of taking revenge on my broker. Wow. Wow, this one this one is personal. The art of redemption. All right. So for now, is that a question for now? For the H4 and M30 things? How did you bump into this? It's crazy. You want me to tell you guys the real story about about this? Back in 2019, back in 2018 or 2019, something like that. I've back tested, okay, because I've already have like the basic of the engulfing trading system, like how to mark an ED and how to mark an EF, okay, like back in 2019, 2018, something like that. I spent too much time on my monitor, on my phone, on my iPad to do like the back test. Okay, minimum hour per day is going to be 18 hours. Okay, when you were 13 years old, not really, because right now I'm 21 years old. So 2018, I was 16. I was 16 years old. All right. I was 16 years old. And then I spent like 18 hours a day. Okay. No skip. 18 hours a day minimum on the chart. Which is, yep. And it's worth it, guys. Right? And it took me 3 to 4 years, something like that. Right. So but yeah, but guys, you guys don't need to like to do like the back test like I did, because during that time I had nothing with me, which is I don't have any SOP, I don't have any trick control things, any step to do what to do after you open the MT4 and so on. So now you guys just keep on focusing on back tasks, like the thing that you've already known, which is yeah, the SOP that I gave to you guys. 21, bro, that's crazy. Not really. Right? So yeah. So this thing is simple, straightforward, clean, and fucking powerful. I'm not gonna lie, okay? I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very powerful. Okay, it's very, very powerful. Yeah, more powerful than you guys, more than powerful that, more than powerful than our indicator things and so on. More than powerful Yeah, more than enough actually. Right. Really appreciate this game. I have my stories too, but yeah, sure thing, sure thing. Right. So for now, is there any question? Much more objective. I like this. All right. Yes. Okay. Because every time we open the chart, it's like we are just mark the zones, look for this one, look for that one, and then that's it. Wait for the confirmation entry, take a buy, and then price goes up, and then cut the profit. That's it. Right. So if there is no question on the H4 and M30 thing, we're gonna go to the confirmation entry. Confirmation entry. The question is how to speed up the learning process. Okay, this is my tips for you guys. Okay, remind me to give the tips to you guys after I finish the confirmation entry part. Okay. Okay, remind me to give you guys like the tips. Okay, from one of my friends. Okay, from one of my friends, which is like I think you guys saw it in a group chat. He flipped $100 to 200K in in 5 days. Okay, so that's I'm going to give you guys the tips. All right. He's crazy, yeah. He's an alien. All right. So, okay, focus on this one first. Okay, we focus on this one first. So after this, you guys need to remind me. All right, the confirmation entry. The confirmation entry. The time frame that we're going to use for the confirmation entry is going to be M15, M5, and M5 and M1. Right? Which is the M15 is the biggest time frame in the confirmation entry, and M1 is the smallest time frame, excuse me, in confirmation entry. All right, time frame. So we need to know like we have two types of confirmation entry, which is the first one we have low risk CE, which is M15 EG or M5 EF. And then the second one we have that high risk confirmation entry, which is M5 EF, M5 EG or M1 EF. All right. So I know that you guys gonna ask me. Anyway, you guys gonna ask me if I didn't say this out, right? You guys gonna ask me like, okay, Kin, which confirmation entry is like the solid one, the fixed one, like the best one, the best confirmation entry? Which one is the strongest one? So talking about the confirmation entry, everything inside of this topic is going to be subjective. Okay, we can't tell which one is good, which one is bad, which one is strong, which one is weak. All right. So it depends on you guys. But for this one, last year I did my observation. I took 8 months to do this observation. Okay, which is I took 4 months for the low risk confirmation entry, and I took another 4 months for the high risk confirmation entry. So from my observation, okay, what I got from my observation, wait, before that, let me drop down the notes. You guys can download it. So from my observation, for the first 4 months, I only used low risk confirmation entry on my trades. I only use low risk confirmation entry, which is M15 ED or M5 EF. And you guys wanna know like the win rate of mine, right? It was 85 to 87%, something like that. Okay. Okay, we can say like 80% above, something like that. All right, the win rate. Okay, but we're gonna get lesser entry than the high risk confirmation entry. Okay, because at that time I missed too much entries. I'm not gonna lie, I missed too much entries. Sometimes I missed like 50 pips, sometimes 100, sometimes 150, sometimes 200, something like that. Okay, because why? Because okay, the logic is right here. Okay, when we talk about the M15 to create an EG and M5 to create an EF, okay, it requires a lot of work, right? It requires a lot of work. So when we talk about the M5, M5 is the biggest time frame in this topic. So if we want M5 to create something, it's going to be quite hard. Okay, it's going to be quite hard for that time frame to create an EG or that time frame to create an EF like that, right? Sometimes we just missed it. right? Sometimes we just missed it. Okay, and how about the high risk confirmation entry? Okay, talking about the high risk confirmation entry, all right, I took another 4 months doing this, okay, using the high risk confirmation entry, and the win rate was 57 to 60%, something like that. Okay, it's still profitable, but okay, the weaknesses from the high risk confirmation entry is going to be like, okay, sometimes M5 EG can be broken, sometimes M1 EF can be broken, right? All right, so okay, the best part from the high risk confirmation entry is, okay, we're gonna get all the buys and all the sells. Okay, because at that time I took all the buys and I took all the sells. It's like me dancing with the chart. Okay, which is when the price went up, yeah, I had my buy. When the price went down, yeah, I had my sell. So if you guys ask me what is my favorite, so there is no favorite confirmation entry, because this one is actually subjective. Sometimes I use M15 EG, sometimes M5 EF, M5 EG, M1 EF. It depends, okay? It depends. So for the confirmation entry, is there any question? For the confirmation entry, is there any question? Do you see a lot of M15 EF? I didn't take like the M15 EF for my confirmation entry. And I'm guessing no M1 ED. Yeah, exactly. No, strictly no M1 ED. But, okay, but during our last session, I'm going to teach you guys about the glitch. Okay, about the glitch. Because you guys keep on requesting, like a lot of my students, they are keep on requesting like signal from me. Okay, they're they're asking me like, okay, what to do with this one, what to do with that one. Actually, every single month, okay, every single month, we have a free signal. Okay, not from me, okay, not from me, but from the government. Okay, and every year we're gonna have like few times, okay, that we're gonna have like free signal, okay. So don't worry about that one. I'm going to teach you guys during our last session, okay, which is how when to use M1 EG and so on. But for now, is there any question about the confirmation entry? So this is how it works. EG. Once we learn the direction, then entry shouldn't be an issue, right? The only difference between high risk and low risk entry is that we're floating more on one than the other one. Okay, look at this one, okay? This one will answer the question, okay? This one will answer your question. We have this first entry and this trade control. So let's look. If we use the confirmation entry of low risk, okay, you take a buy somewhere around here, okay? You take a buy somewhere around here and then the price went up, right? The price went up. Okay, take a buy somewhere around here and the price went up 50 pips. Okay. And yeah, right over here, you can see like, okay, the price was floating. But look at over here. Create an EG. And then, yeah, less than 10 minutes, the price went up. Just like that. So there is no difference between like, okay, you're using, or maybe you're using M5EF or M5EG, gonna give you like the difference. Okay. Actually, there is no such thing as such thing like that. Because, okay, what's matter? Okay, the only thing that we're gonna use for the confirmation entry is going to be like where to enter. That's it. Where to enter. After we enter right over here, and just leave it there. And just leave it there. Set the SL and then leave it there. So maybe somewhere on here you're gonna get like this buy with like, okay, I'm talking about the stop loss. The stop loss needs to be flexible. Okay, maybe at this kind of price, yeah, you're gonna get like the stop loss maybe like 4 pips, something like this. And then the price went up like this. And you're gonna get how many are? Okay, let's see this one. How many are, guys? Yeah, 50 R. What the fuck? 50R. Okay, this is how it works. Damn, 50R. No, because like, okay, you could, because like, okay, as I say, the stop loss needs to be flexible. Okay, is that even make sense if your zone is just like 5 pips and your stop loss going to be like this big for 20 pips? Doesn't make sense, right? You're gonna waste a lot of spaces somewhere on here. How about just do like this? Okay, 4 pip of SL and then boom, 50R. Right? Do we only monitor roadblock on M30 or do we also pay attention? No. The roadblock we are going to monitor on just on the M30 and look for the confirmation entry inside of it. Right? And during third session, I'm going to explain to you guys how to use M1. But for now, for this one, is there any question? For now, is there any question? Before I end this session? No. So everything is clear. So did I explain everything to you guys? How was the session just now? Okay, how was the session just now? Okay, how was the session just now? Right, good. Please send me the session, not the last one. Wait. Too many requests. Too many requests. This session is harder. Oh my god. All right. So wait, let me take the picture of you guys' name. So then only these guys can claim the video from me. Can I have both sessions, please? For what? That's why we can't ask any question. Why? Because I explained everything. All the question I already answered. All right, like maybe after this, yeah, guys, please, okay, again, okay, soft reminders, okay, soft reminder. Please don't leak the video, okay? Please don't leak the video. That's it. Please don't leak the video, right? Don't betray me, right? Exactly. Everyone was saving the money to join this course to get this kind of knowledge. And please, 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 okay? Think about that, okay? Oh yeah, I said I want to give like, oh, the tips, right? Okay. So before the tips, okay, please don't ever leak this video, please. Okay. Okay. You guys honor my trust, all right? So please. So the tips, okay, the tips is going to be like this. So what's the question again? Before the tip just now? What's the question again? I'm giving the tips right now. I need a lawyer. For what? I need a lawyer. What is NDA? What is NDA? I'm still a kid. Wait, let me search. A non-disclosure. Oh yeah. All right. Okay, but right now I'm going to share with you like the tips. So before that, what is the question for the tip just now? I forgot. Won't have other groups have also, but like, what's the best? Yes. Oh yeah. What's the best way to fast the track of your like you guys learning process? All right. So the only okay, all right, to be a good trader, to be like the best of the best trader, you guys need two things. Okay, you guys need two things. Which is the first one, you guys need the knowledge, which is right now you're having it, right? You're learning it, right? And the second one, it's going to be experience, right? It's going to be experience. All right, it's going to be experience. How to get the knowledge and how to get the experience. So for now, you guys don't need to worry about the knowledge. Okay, you guys don't need to worry about the knowledge. Okay, so basically about the knowledge, you guys need to do back test. But for now, okay, for now you guys already have the knowledge. Maybe just don't put too much focus on the back testing things, right? Just put more focus on the experience, which is you guys need to front test. Maybe you guys need to trade with the real market. Okay, you guys need to trade with the real market. Yes, that guy been with me just for 2 years. Okay, but what he did, okay, let me share with you guys what he did. Okay, because he said to me like, okay, because because about this one, I said to him before, like to be a better trader, we need to have like two things, which is the first one, we need to have knowledge, and the second one, we need to have experience. So talking about knowledge, okay, because I already teach you guys about all of this thing, so you guys don't need to put too much focus on knowledge because right now you're having it, right? But please put more focus on the experience. How? Even though you guys trading with the demo account for 6 months, okay, you guys will be better than those guys who backtest, who did the backtesting things for 2 years, right? Right? Do you guys agree with me? Okay. Even though you guys trading like the demo account, okay. So what that alien did, okay, what that alien did was actually, okay, he didn't gain any money for I think 6 or 12 months, something like that. Yeah, maybe 6 months, because every single day he just traded on his demo account for 6 months without doing any deposit, because last 2 years, okay, he came to me with zero knowledge. He don't even know what is forex. He don't even know what is candlestick. He don't even know what is engulfing, right? So he put more focus on the front test. He put more, I think 1 year of trading demo account. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, 1 year of trading demo account. Yeah, he's from Malaysia and he's my friend. He's my friend, and he's around like 40 something, 40 something, 40-ish or 50-ish, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, because we always like have a chit chat like every month, something like that. Okay. So the tips is put more focus on the front test. Put more focus on the front test. Okay. Even though you guys trading using the demo account, but you guys have that chance to trade using the real time market, which is okay. You guys know where to buy, you guys know where to sell, and then yeah, keep on doing it over and over until you guys have that muscle memory. It's learning about controlling emotion and building the confidence. Exactly. Now he's in the six figures. I think I think it's eight. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, maybe it's, yeah, eight, maybe. I'm not sure about that one. Okay. How about prop firm small accounts? Okay. I always suggest my students to take the prop firm account minimum 50K. Okay. Minimum 50K. All right. Okay. So if you guys don't have money for that one, okay, if you guys don't have money to spend on the 50K account, so don't worry. Okay. In our last session, I will teach you guys 3 topics, which is the first one about the volume, the second one about the news, how to trade news, and the third one is the golden one. Okay. I'm going to explain to you guys how I made my first 100K, how I complete my compounding table, how I did my prop firm account, how I flip the account. Like the topic will be about the planning. What lot size do you suggest we use? Depends on your account. Okay, if you have like $10 account, yeah, I'm not suggesting you guys to put 1.0. Okay, it depends. When to try prop firms after you guys confidence with yourself, right? It's more to trusting ourselves actually about doing prop firm, right? Okay. If you know how to manage the risk management. So everything going to be okay. Okay. All right, guys. So if there is more question to ask, is there any question to ask? Just need practice. Yeah, practice, 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 and practice. Very briefly, if you have time, can we go over the CE that happened on gold on M30EF? All right, wait. Of course, not a problem. Which one? The sell or the buy? You trade all news? Yes, I do. The buy or the sell, Corey? Oh, this buy, ah. All right, the CE. All right. So this one, I took my buy with this one actually. 50 pips. The but that happened on M30 on, yeah, M1EF. Yeah, I use M1EF. All right, guys. So if there is no question left, so I'm ending the session over here. Yeah, again, thank you for joining. And again, don't ever leak this course, please. All right. Please think about the others. Okay. So, yep, thank you for joining. Don't forget to claim this video from me after this. So I'll see you guys in our next session. Right. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Bye bye.